boom, 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 boom. What it is? Boom, boom. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What? I'm in the mix now. I ain't got no records, but I'm scratching. I'm in the mix now. Hold on. We just gonna do this right there. Huh. What's up, y'all? It's going down. It's your main man in the building. Y'all know what it is one time. We just vibing all the time. You live with Cory Espie right now. Hey, hey, hey. Hope y'all feeling good out there, man. Y'all know it's that Tuesday night again where we get live, we get right in stride, we make this thing happen. Oh, the line with another dope cast from another dope film that's getting ready to get done out here. And you know they had to come talk to your man first to see what's going on, man. Hey, before we get to starting though, this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to like it, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the likes. But most of all, share this thing, man. Make it spread and open up like the Red Sea. Go share it right now, Nate. Go share it right now today. Go share it right now today. Go share it. I know a lot of y'all are saying, how does this guy know this? Because, man, I hit a toot every time before I come on here, right? But that's what's up, man. We're going to get right in this thing right now. We on live right now with the cast of I'm Desperate. Hey, and we're going to find out what they desperate for, right? That's interesting. We're going to make that happen. You ready to check in right now? I want y'all to welcome. We're going to get the cheers, get the applause together. Make the crowd cheer. The cast of I'm Desperate.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? Yo, man, it is great. Another beautiful night in here. And I got some beautiful people on screen. We got our beautiful background, our city, where we doing our thing, where we show no pity. And well, y'all know the rest of it. Raquel said she's gonna rap tonight, so I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna leave it up to her. Man, how's everybody doing tonight? And one thing we want to say, y'all, first of all, what we glad about is Keisha finally got her screen together. Now, come on, church. Somebody make some noise today. Because sometimes we know that sometimes it don't want to act right, and sometimes it don't want to get right. But we just kept working that thing through, and she brought it back, and now we see her right there. Amen. And I know that God is real because He's right there. Somebody say it tonight.
Come on now.
I'm gonna stop, y'all. Y'all pray for me. All right, I'm gonna stop. First of all, y'all are beautiful. It ain't just me. We got politician Ron Clemens on tonight. He's working on his inaugural speech. Yeah, we got director 80 in the building. We got actress Raquel Bell and LaDavia Shanice. She goes by Shanice now. Look at her, LaDavia Shanice. And of course, Mr. B Naked, Brendan Mellock himself, who's at rehearsal at this particular time. That man putting in work. And none other than Miss Lakeisha. I'm in the building. Let's do it right now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
We got the cast of I'm Desperate, y'all. So one of the first things I want to get to before we do anything is who in here desperate and what you desperate for? Nah, we ain't gonna put y'all out there like that, man. Listen, we're gonna go around the room and let everybody introduce themselves. Tell us who you are, man, and tell us what you got going on, man, so people will know before we get into this conversation tonight. We'll start with my man, Ron.
What's up, C, man? Appreciate it. I'm Ron Clemens. I play the character of Anthony. I can't tell you if I'm desperate yet. You have to find that out. But yeah, man, I'm just happy to be a part of the cast. Lakeisha hit me up. Just grateful, man. Grateful. So that's what I got going on right now.
Yeah, that means it's my turn. So AD Scott, I'm playing the role of Jabari, and really love this story. Excited about it. And sorry, I got a few things going on, but right now I'm focused on Jabari. What he got going.
Yeah. Oh, that's me. Hey, I'm Ladavia. Ladavia Shanice now. I playing Zuri. Yeah, I have a couple of things coming up, but right now I'm desperate to jump into. I'm desperate because you're gonna find out Zuri is desperate about quite a bit. So yeah, stay tuned.
Hey y'all, it is your favorite, your girl Raquel, aka Rocky B. I have so much coming. Y'all know Mojo Savage just dropped, so make sure you are streaming it on Tubi as well as the soundtrack because y'all know it's fire. Um, I am playing the bestie. I'm playing Adisa, and you know what? I'm excited for y'all to see her journey. That's all I got for you right now.
Oh, what's happening? I'm sorry, my phone is tripping. I ain't got no Wi-Fi out here in this car. But I am Brandon Medlock. I will be playing Eli. You know what I'm saying? It's the character. And I'm desperate for a few things, you know what I'm saying? One being you know, you, I'm into the women, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just say that. I'm desperate about women. But things change, so yeah.
Hi, I'm Lakeisha Avery Stewart. I am the writer of I'm Desperate, and I look forward to bringing it so y'all can see it. I'm excited myself.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, all y'all sound like y'all in AA class. Right now. Just, I felt like a story was about to come with it. Hi, I'm Cory Espie, and I've been desperate for a few years now. I found out that for me, desperation became sort of a second nature thing. I ran out of food, I ran out of money, I ran out of clothes, I ran out of women. So there was a need for me to get back to where I needed to be, and desperation had become my niche.
So that means
And
we doing our job.
huh?
That means we
I
doing our
was,
job
no,
then.
I was gonna say it. I just thought just people gonna start scratching because I was like, yo, what? So let's do this. Let's just jump into this. Keisha, tell us a
Hmm?
little bit about this because right now, all I'm getting is all I'm getting is alcohol and sex right now. that's, that's where I'm going with this from what I got with the intro. So why don't you clue us into what desperate is about, and then we're going to jump into the depth of I'm desperate.
Well, Desperate, it tailors to, as you can see, these lovely individuals and their journey on, each one is desperate for something, right?
Mhm.
So you have Zori, who is the wife of, a minute, Jabari. Got a lot of characters in my head. You have Zori, who is the wife of Jabari, and she gets to a point where she wonders. I guess she feels stuck per se,
Mhm.
in the relationship, and she wonders if this is what she's supposed to be doing, at this time in her life.
Got you. What made you write this? Because you think about the title, it's a lot to unpack right there. So what made you go with this storyline of I'm desperate? What was were you desperate at that point, or somebody you knew was desperate, or you just felt like the world needs to hear this story? What is your thing? Let me not
You
put
know
that.
what? To be honest, it was one early morning. I turned on my praise music, and I'm desperate came on, and I was listening to it, and a whole story came and revealed itself based off that song.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, got you. And you decided let me go ahead and write all this down.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I want to swing up here to AD because normally he's behind the camera, so he's stepping back out in front of everything to do this. AD, looking at your character, man, what do you feel like this guy, Jabari, yeah, that's a slut name for a man. You know, You know he out here. You know he out here on one. I'm gonna say it. That's what the women were thinking. Y'all, everybody else was already thinking it. But I'm not gonna project again. I'm not gonna project again. Tell us a little bit about Jabari, man, and what, and seemingly in such a convincing way, what makes him so desperate. And tell us about that transition now that you're going back from behind the camera to in front right now to talk about being desperate.
So you know what? Let me just dispel that myth just real quick. I never stopped, brother. I never
You,
stopped.
you never stop.
I never stopped.
Gotcha.
However, Jabari, when Keisha sent me this the script, man, I just I instantly related to the character in so many ways. I feel that Jabari is desperate for a change that he didn't know he needed. You know, dealing with his marriage, dealing with coping with with certain things that happened in the past, and dealing with understanding a level of selfishness that he didn't realize he had. So I related to the brother in a lot of ways, even down to his daughter. You know, the wisdom that his daughter has. He's learning from his daughter. He's learning from his wife. He's learning from his friends and so-called friends about the things that he needs to change. You know, his father, the people in his family. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one.
Got you. Got you. Ron, I want to ask you this, man, in this form. When you think about your character, is his desperation in the form of necessity or survival?
Both. So when you think of the word desperate, you think of necessity. You think of just life in general. People are desperate for money. People are desperate for attention. People are desperate to get, to get the attention of family, friends, a woman. So my character falls in all those different categories. So, in life, people tend to fly away from the situations that they have in their life,
right,
thinking that that's going to help. So then they're like, okay, I'm good now. Maybe I can go back. And they don't realize that they still have unresolved issues that they haven't faced. So
Gotcha.
that's pretty much what my character is.
Gotcha.
And even though he fled to one place, per se, he could have fled mentally. He fled one way thinking, oh, okay, I got to this point, everything is good. Let me go back and try to fix this other issue. But they both coincide with each other, so nothing was ever resolved. It's just like a 360.
Yeah.
You in that circle, you steadily going around, and
yeah.
the
By the end of the
situation
movie,
still been in the middle.
This dude gonna be dizzy as hell.
Yeah.
He gonna be dizzy as hell. That's what I got. I don't know. I'm here. I got it. Oh, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a homeboy uncle like that, man. Like, but he don't never finish his sentences or nothing. He just tell
There
you
you
stuff
go.
and leave you stuck in the air. Like, he be at one conversation. He like, nah, I went to the store. Who got the picnic baskets? Like, wait, nigga, what? Hey, finish the store story.
Yeah. What happened when you get to the store? Did you go to the store?
We never know because he just goes somewhere else. Then get mad at you. Forget it. What? Yeah. Slide down here, but go down to Davy. Davy, how you doing today, sweetie?
I'm good.
Live
I'm
all the way
good.
down in Houston, Texas. Listen. When you think about your character in the form of desperation, what kind of swings like I did run? Does it come from a necessity or a survival thing? And if so, either way or both, what are some of the things you think that you could relate with what you had? Oh shoot! No, we're keeping this. We're keeping it. The baby got a boo boo. Hey, a while ago she tried. I was trying to say.
I did. Okay, Mozzie, hold on 1 second.
No, I got a boo boo now. Talk.
What?
Send me to the boo boo.
Close the door. Just close the door.
Yeah, you better go
I'm
in
so
there. Hey,
sorry.
mama want to
You
pay.
know
Can you
what?
take me to
And
shit?
that right there
Right.
is Zuri.
Come on, give it to us then.
That's Zuri. Zuri is desperate for. Okay, all in all, Zuri is really desperate for healing, right? Um, I don't want to give too much away, but she's desperate from healing. Zuri's a mother. Zuri is a wife, and her life is kind of stagnant at just being a mother and a wife. She has no idea who she is no more outside of her child and her husband. So she's really trying to find herself again, but in the midst of finding herself, she realized that she has some unhealed childhood trauma that she hadn't really dealt with, in a sense. I wouldn't say trauma, but she had a traumatic experience that happened to her, which I guess is trauma, that she needs to unpack. And
Yeah.
so you'll see her a lot just trying to pour a lot of that, into her children, into her husband, and ultimately she loses herself and semi resent them in a way.
Got you.
Yeah, she has a lot to unpack. And
Man,
you'll
you
see.
you start rubbing your neck when you said it, like you
Yeah,
don't felt her burden. I
it's
just
funny,
ooh,
but I can relate to Zuri in so many ways.
yeah,
I find myself in Zuri. You know, just at one point when I was married, being their wife, and then even now to the children, like you just saw a little man run up in here like I got a boo boo, and all in all, I would have just been like, oh, I'm about to go directly into mommy mode and forget that. Like, who am I? Like, I have to step outside of mommy mode too to get back to me, and that's kind of what Zuri is going to have to find her way. So she's really, really desperate to
yeah,
kind of get back to who she is. She has no clue who she really is at this moment.
got you. So
At that moment.
at some point, Zero said, "Fuck the kids."
You know what? In so many ways, she kind of
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
But
Hey,
it was
Zero,
in
what
a
about the
good
kid,
way, though. It
man?
was a little
Some
negative,
kids
but
today.
yeah, she did.
They
She
with the
looked. What
babysitter.
about me?
Yeah,
Okay, I got the kids, but
Zero
what
fucking
about
around,
me?
turning burning man. Fuck them kids. I got to
Okay.
do something about me today. I'm gonna be trying to get me.
That's a lot. That's a lot how it is, though. Why?
Got,
Yeah,
got.
definitely.
Oh, my boy B, because I know he down in rehearsal too. B, you kind of alluded to the fact that you was a hoe in this process, man. And that your your desperation is women.
Wait, did you
Uh,
say a hoe?
yeah, that's I don't think you call
Yeah,
men
nah,
thought
men can't be hoes.
we hoe makers. Say it. We hoe makers. I
We
said to
hoe
somebody
make.
else, somebody disagreed with me. Somebody disagreed with me. Hey, you alluded to the fact that you exercise your options a whole lot. So why is he doing this? Because this is gonna lead into another question after we finish Raquel that I'm gonna ask y'all on the panel all together. And I'm gonna see what y'all gonna say because I asked somebody else at one point. I don't know if the men were being totally honest. But go ahead,
I
bro.
feel like I feel like Eli background is just built like that. You know what I'm saying? His daddy, you know what I'm saying? His family was just we just loved the women. So growing up, that's what I turned to. It's not a relationship. I'm not doing a relationship. My partner over here, Jabari, with this 10 years and stuff. I don't see it.
Yeah,
With one woman, like
yeah.
it's just so many out there, baby. But you
Silky smooth. Hey,
but things happen. So, but that's my mind frame and my background is I'm all about the women. I'm a ladies man, and I ain't settling down with no one woman, you know, at
Uh,
least three.
ooh, that boy out here living on the where is that? Where is that boy out there?
You know what I mean? Yeah, don't let them fool you.
That where he at? That where he at? Okay, I'm stopped. That where he at? I felt it. I felt it. My man said we ain't hoe, we hoe makers. Come
Yeah,
on out
you
here.
know.
Yeah, let's go, lady. There. Hey, Raquel, how desperate are you?
Mm.
You know, no, I'm
Every
just
time somebody take a deep breath, let's
um,
go with it.
so my character, she is that, how people always say check on your strong friend, or like the
Okay.
strongest people are the ones who cry the most, yada yada. That is my character. You don't even know that she's desperate until later on in her journey, because her focus is everyone else. Her focus is her bestie getting back to herself. Her focus is motivating and pushing, and that whole time you find out later that a lot of times when we're preaching to the choir, we're preaching to ourselves. And that's definitely a part of her story, is just finding out later, like, that I didn't even know I was desperate. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you are so focused on everyone else, to make sure everyone else is okay, being that rock for everyone else's burden, helping them, carrying them, and then you end up helping someone else and realizing you were helping yourself all along, that you were helping yourself in the entire process. So my character's desperation is kind of hidden, but it's there. You realize it, you see it throughout the story, as it grows. But it's definitely, it definitely is going to resonate with a lot of people who stop focusing on themselves somewhat. We're always the person people go to for advice, for help, and things like that. So it's definitely going to resonate with a lot of people.
Before I swing back to Keisha, two things. One, you're not gonna skip over the fact that you started sounding like a Decepticon in your background a while ago. Like we didn't notice that, and you noticed it too because you went to say you kind of like, and then try to talk through it. Uh, oh, so you didn't hear it a while ago? I'm talking to you, Raquel.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You did? Yeah. You started sounding like a Decepticon at one point. I didn't know if you got possessed. I was like, she ain't desperate. She's demoned. Uh, no. So it's funny you bring it up. Do you think that's a healthy thing for people that are built like that? Because sometimes you always hear people say, where did the person that's always helping people, who do they go to for the help? Do you think it's a healthy thing for people to carry that load on them for people?
Never, 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 never. I study psychology and will always have a psychologist. Like, we have people we go to talk to as well. It's never healthy. I don't care how great you think your life is, find someone to talk to. Even if it's just to talk about how great it is, find somebody to talk to. That's not a friend, a relative, your kids, somebody else. A neutral third party. Find it. It's definitely unhealthy.
Gotcha. Um, Keisha, what is it that the takeaway that you want people to grab from I'm Desperate?
Um, we all have issues that we struggle with, and to know that it is best to make sure that you are speaking with someone, like Raquel has said, and don't get too comfortable in your situation where you feel like there's no more work to be done, because the work is every day, constantly, you know.
Yeah. Hey, so if cigarette and kind of going into addictions, is it like a different level in feeling in addictions like that? So say like if so Texas marijuana is still illegal. So if AD is addicted to marijuana and I'm addicted to porn, doesn't that make him kind of like worse than me in my situation? Like if I'm desperate to go and watch porn every day to treat myself, but he's smoking marijuana, which is still illegal here. Like, are they on the same level?
Addiction is addiction.
Right.
That's
Oh,
it. That's
so no
it.
one
That's
addiction is
it.
bigger than the other one. Is
No,
what y'all saying?
No.
no.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but his addiction is illegal. Mine not. I just gotta hide out. To be in slow mo, can't nobody see me. Yeah.
No.
No, I'm just curious.
No.
I'm just
Mm-mm.
curious. I'm just curious because when you think about being desperate for some things, they are. I'm gonna ask this question to the panel. I asked this to another cast member. Hey, is monogamous a natural thing? Is it a natural thing?
No.
I mean,
No.
We got one no. Lakeisha, why you get quiet on that? Like you want to say something with your lips puffed up. You were like this. I had to think about it. You like, uh,
I'm gonna say no.
okay, we got two no's. AD
Yeah.
now. Now this live, bro. I'm not about to answer that.
Look,
Oh,
I'm
Hey,
everybody.
all
bro.
for it
Hey,
Okay.
for monogamy, but I won't say it's natural, but I'm definitely all for it. Like I'm not
right.
gonna.
Right.
step
And I'm
outside.
gonna tell y'all when y'all answer, I'm gonna tell y'all why I asked this question.
Yeah,
But
why
I'll
did
go
you
ahead.
ask?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
ask.
Is it
I'm gonna
natural?
say it is, but it can't. It is, but you have a choice. I'll say it like
Mhm.
that.
Okay,
I
Mhm.
like that, Ron.
I like that
Uh-huh.
too. Hmm.
Man, it took Brandon all the way off the screen. Like, nah, dog, ain't. He took him
Uh-uh.
out the screen. Is it?
Nah, it's
Is
my
it?
turn.
Yeah.
Nah, nah, I'm gonna say it ain't natural because what is natural? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's subjective, I guess. So I'm gonna say nah.
Okay, we got three no's. We got a one and a maybe. Sound like we playing spades. Uh, Keith and AD still don't want to answer. They are still sitting there looking at
I
the screen.
plead the fifth.
No, I went with Ron. I mean, it's a choice. In life, everything is a choice, and there are consequences depending on your situation when you make that choice.
Hmm.
Got you.
So, some might say yes, some might say no, but it's all within that individual and what they
Thank you,
desire.
Tiara.
Hmm.
Thank you, Tiara. She said two and a possible. She said we got to know from her too. The reason I asked it because if you look at a lot of storylines, right, a lot of movies, we just watched Toxic over the weekend, and there's always this thought process when you look at a lot of men characters is that men that sleep because I see these statuses, you know what I mean, and we talked about Brandon's character in there. His of women, it's sort of this negative undertone when you talk about men. See, and I seen a status that went something like men that sleep with a bunch of women are insecure or something like that. They said it's been a common status I see because a lot of people share that same. It's that same written status. So I've always and when I ask this question, a lot of people will say no, even on this western side of civilization will say no. Yet where we've been conditioned at to look at it, people are offended by it, but the same amount of people on this this hemisphere over here are sleeping with each other. So if that's the case, then why is it looked at as such a bad thing? If that's the case, when people can choose, like y'all said, the choice to be with other people, but the same group of people keep sleeping together.
Because naturally we know. Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this:
Uh-huh.
you have people in relationships, no matter what type of relationship they're in, right?
Right.
I'll say this: will that person feel bad if they're with someone and they cheat? Now I say that because everybody has a soul in the spirit. At some point, you're going to feel bad for what you did if that person means anything to you.
Mm.
You
It
see what
doesn't
I'm saying?
stop anybody from cheating.
So it's like this. It's like this. We all have parents, right? Will we feel? How will we feel as a child, at any age, if our parents are together and we know that one of them cheated? As
My
it, you
It's
see what I'm
my
irrelevant.
saying? So
my condition of what I was raised to think would say I have a problem with it.
Hmm.
But
right.
when
But
I got older,
even if you didn't grow up thinking that, you would still see it as a problem because you would see the hurt in that other person's face.
right, right,
Right.
I get that if you have a soul, but my views on it started to somewhat change when I learned that men couldn't have sex who they wanted to. They only had sex with who they can. So that means we had to earn the ability to have sex with certain level of women.
But
It
you
just
still had a
becomes
choice. You still had a choice.
right. So what I'm saying is if that comes, then I in the position to exercise my option became what it ain't because now I have a pool of women to choose from who want a certain caliber of a man because they're not choosing the rest of them. because I always get these stats out. 1 in 4 men are either a virgin or haven't had sex in the past year. Less than 39% of men report to have sex weekly. That means there's not a large sector of men that are having sex like people think. There's a small, minute sector of men, and they are having sex with the large, vast majority of women who they have options from.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying is, I believe women can change that because you could go to the other guys that don't get it, but they don't. So my question is, if you know that if y'all, because either if you look at a certain region of life in every part of each city, either they have the same baby father, or they found out they're sleeping with the same man.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me that involuntarily, voluntarily, whatever the case may be, that women are choosing to sleep with the same man. So if men have this option, why are we pressing this thing, sort of like that it's a natural thing for men, if that's the way we're moving, even for women
Mm,
too. Because I think I
mm,
think a lot of people on both sides would sleep with different people if they could get away with it and not say nothing, and they wouldn't be judged for it.
mm.
And I'm only,
Women,
I'm only bringing this up
especially.
because we're talking about, when you talk about desperate, and I'm pretty sure once people see this project, you'll start seeing the different things that people struggle with. But one of the things that's mostly struggled with in films that we see is sort of this sexual nature, where most of the men in the film have a issue being with one woman.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
now I
Yeah.
beg the question, because watch this, you're seeing a lot more female writers write this. So now my question to that is, where is that coming from then? Where are you seeing this at that is making you write that? Raquel, let's just speak, because you know you go into a lot of psychology. So break that down for us.
Well, I didn't write it.
I know you're right, but I know your clock is over there. I know it's doing this.
I know, right? There's so many different variables, so many points to hit. But I think a lot of the reasons why we see that is because when we think about the relationship dynamic, women have to date in let me say this, in heteronormative heterosexual relationships, women have to date a man who loves her more than she loves him, or the same amount. And that's because no matter what, women put the same effort into the relationship, no matter what.
I
Mhm.
Men
agree.
have
Mhm.
to love you twice as much to meet that
Mhm.
same effort. So I think there's always that dynamic of women are going. We invest more because when we think about it from a evolutionary standpoint, we invest so much because we have to invest our bodies in pregnancy. So we have to go these long periods, right? So we're dating for this long term investment. So we
Hmm.
put so much in. So not more times than not, the man will be the one to cheat, but he also evolutionary will mate with the sense of looks and things of that nature.
Come on, come on.
um, so it's just more often. Do women cheat? Yes. Do women cheat better than men? Yes, which is why you'll never even probably know you were cheated on. But it just is more common for men to, because they have less of an investment long term. So they just do it more often and then just aren't great at it. They do like simple things, like easy mistakes where you just get caught.
Let me ask you: is it that we great, or sometimes we just don't care?
No, you care. You care. You just are bad
Mhm.
at it.
Nah,
Like,
they're
Because
great.
no,
Some don't.
no,
Some don't.
when I say they don't
Some
care is
care.
they don't care is I'm not going to. I think women search for those things more than men do. I'm not really going to look for that. If I see something that sticks out, then I may address it.
yeah.
Versus a woman's, as y'all say, intuition to kick in.
Listen.
First of all, let me go back to this. When she said that, Keisha, why did you go about women cheating? Let's address the
Yeah.
elephant in the room. Because she,
Nah,
when
real.
you,
You
as
know
soon as
what?
you said,
Be-
soon as you said women cheat, she said, hmm. So,
no, she said women cheat and they don't get caught, which
yeah, yeah, but you said
that
it
that
earlier.
is a true, because that's a true statement. I mean,
Okay.
because
Facts.
and the reason why I say that is because not that that's something that I did or do, but
Disclaimer.
this like yes, yes, but women look at patterns, and sometimes men tend to go outside the pattern.
Hmm.
Or
And sometimes men get so comfortable thinking that they want woman won't and don't even pay attention to what's going on around them because they so confident in what they got.
Uh-huh.
So that confidence lets you overlook the obvious.
Derrick Jackson, huh? Ron, what's Ron? Something clicking up there. Come on, Ron. I see you. You done turned like Obama 3 times over there.
I'm gonna say this. It's funny that women say that men don't pay attention. Honestly, I think we pay attention way more than y'all really think we do. Do we show it? No. That's the issue. I mean, well, it's not an issue. That's one of the things that with men, because we have so much going on, it's easy for us to hide that you don't think we know, but we know. We may not say nothing because a lot of times we're doing investigation.
Man,
So
here's where he's right about that. Because when we see a woman we want for a relationship and you show us a red flag, we'll just go to relating to you. We won't even tell you that we're no longer interested in a
yeah,
relationship. We'll just have sex with you after that point and never tell you. But I'll tell Ron, like, yeah, I was trying to do that thing with Ladavia, man, but yeah, her baby daddy keeps showing up over there. He ain't showing up for no reason. Hey, I'm gonna just do my
yeah.
thing and move, bro. But I'll never voice that to Ladavia. I'm gonna just move differently. But go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry, but I
No,
totally
I
agree
mean
with that.
hey, that's it right there. We won't show you. If we see a red flag, we'll be like, okay, all right. And we'll politely remove ourselves from the situation. So
Eli gonna go
That's
find something else.
Yeah. But to Brandon's
I can
point,
respect that,
watch this.
Eli.
To
Instead of
Brandon's
Fact.
cheating.
point, to
yeah.
Brandon's point, to what Raquel was saying a while ago, a man that has a man at a certain level of life that has options will just move and replace. I'm not gonna deal with a lot of things. You work my
Mhm.
nerves, I'll just put another one in place. A man that has an option based on his ability sometimes will put up with things because he know I can't go get another Ladavia. I can't go get another Raquel. I can't go get another Lakeisha. You know what I'm saying? So I have to kind of stick in there because my option pool ain't as big as Brandon's. You know what I'm saying? Brandon can say I don't chase him, I replace him. Boom, just like that.
In
You
the
know what I'm
movement.
saying?
but you know what's crazy about that is, as a I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that. The
Uh-huh.
thing about it is you can move to different women, but you're always gonna be looking for that one to fill that void. So you can keep moving, 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 moving. 10 years later, you like, well, shoot, man, dang, I done wasted 10 years doing my thing out here, knocking down whoever. When in reality, you know that you want to be with one woman that's going to eventually, if you don't have any kids, take care of your kids, raise your kids, and make you a better person. Not that she has to make you a better person, but that situation will make you a better person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think every man wants that, but the pride steps in with their homeboy. Oh man, no man, I'm good. But it's your one homeboy that be like, nah man, you ain't good. You not. You can tell them you are, but you're not. Cause you can only knock down so many women after a while, man. That stuff get old.
And I think it's the point. Let me ask y'all this. Is there any point where you're in a desperate measure of life that you can find success in desperation, or is it after desperation? Does it ever propel you to be successful? Because and I ask that because when you're saying desperate, 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 you always hear it in a negative connotation.
Mm-hmm.
Is there ever in the middle of desperate that you can find something successful in desperation, or does it come after you've went through the desperation?
I really think it depends. I really think it depends. One of my models, one of the things I live by and teach is that you never do anything in desperation because it only creates despair. because you're going to find yourself so desperate that you're grasping for things. That I'm desperate for a man, now you're settling. I'm desperate for a woman, now you're taking that 20% over that 80. Or I'm desperate for this, I'm desperate for that. I think one of the main things, and also in the writing in this film, is sometimes you just got to be still and find out where your desperation is coming from to get you out of that I'm desperate. Now, some people can say desperate, I'm desperate for this, so it make me hungry, it make me grind harder, it make me this, make me that. And that's all to me, that's an outlier. Like, more often than not, there are some times where desperation can put you in a position to excel and to exceed. But more often than not, doing things in desperation, it truly creates despair. You're gonna make choices and decisions that, if you weren't so desperate, would you have made that choice? Would you have moved in that way? Would you have connected with this person, done that? You know what I mean? So it's always, to me, it's take a minute, understand where the desperation is coming from. When
Amen.
you're out of that space, then make rational choices. Your brain doesn't function rationally when you're constantly in a heightened state of desperation. But again, sometimes you can be desperate and hungry, and if put a grind in you that will propel you forward.
Mm. Anybody else want to speak to that?
No, she touched it.
Right. I'm like,
You want me to perform after that?
Yeah, she hit it
Like,
right on the
Oh, B, what
uh,
you saying? I think
just
Brandon was
piggyback what she
talking.
said.
head.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, I ain't following that. I said she hit it right on the
Oh, yeah. Everybody kind of had this look like, now, brother, ask the next
head. Yeah,
question.
I
I'm not doing it
ain't
after
doing
that.
that after that.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, she came out and Beyonce that thing. Let's try something different. No, and here's the thing, man. This is why, and I'm gonna tell y'all honestly. Um, and Keisha and I talked about this. This is kind of how we land in this position. A lot of these interviews I do, right? We go to talking about this stuff. And first of all, people will get on here, and I'm not saying this to down people, because again, I blame the Keishas and producers of the world for this, because I think as actors we've been conditioned not to talk about films in respect for the producers not to give their film away. But my question always be is what is it that we're hiding by not talking about the movie? And to come on to a segment where we can talk live to people like this, like, what is it that we're talking about if we don't talk about the movie or what it stands for, right?
Right.
Because I'll put Raquel on the spot. One of the reasons I like asking her a lot of questions, because she will be more elaborate to things, right? She'll give more detail to things, which allows me now to go more into what we've done tonight into other segments where sometimes it'll not go into the depth of the movie to give it away, but we could talk about things such as, like we just did, the monogamous things in relations to the movie, and we can dive into touching some things with the characters. I want to ask y'all about that too, because this is a big conversation that I'm having, and I'm like, if we're going to promote movies and talk about movies and have these conversations and dig into them, what is it that we're afraid to give away? Besides the secret of the movie, like,
Right.
I'm doing a movie right now that has a crazy ending. I know you just can't give the ending away, but what is the thing that talks about? Because I think it was, who was it talking about? Zori, her character. The things that she said in there allowed me to go into a place where I can now ask questions that may relate to real life or her life and how she talked about that. So if anybody can speak to that, because I'm becoming real big on that, and I think it makes me sound controversial, but I'm saying, because when I talk about these movies, I really want to talk about them. I want to dig into them. I want to grab some of the message from that. I want to grab some of the trauma in that movie and unpack some of that stuff. You know what I
I
mean?
don't.
But go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't see. So talking about it like what we're doing now, right? I don't see it being no different than dropping a trailer, right? Because the trailer is going to give you bits and pieces of the movies, which is going to, further you want to go see what that's about. So having these conversations now is kind of going to be so more going in depth about what the movie is, so they kind of know what to expect without giving everything away, without giving the ending away, because you don't see everything in the trailer. You definitely don't see the ending in the trailer, but you see enough to where you want to go and see it. So these interviews now, like what we're doing, is just going more in depth. So it's like, oh man, they talking about this. Oh, I might want to
But
see
see,
that because they going deep
the
into
thing
that.
is, they're not doing it though. I'll
No,
get this a lot. This is what I'll get. Man, tell me about your character. Oh man, he a guy that, he bad. Like he bad, man. When people see this movie, they're gonna see this. He a bad boy.
But
And I'm
Corey,
like,
we gotta
yeah,
remember one
huh?
thing we gotta remember in the indie universe is
Yeah.
that these celebrities have interview training. We don't have
yeah,
interview prep. So you're taking people who some of us may have, right?
Mhm.
Some of us have been in the industry and have had professional training and know how to interview and know how to answer questions without giving too much away. But a lot of times you can ask a lot of people on any set, have you had an interview? Have you had interview training? And a lot of people haven't. So when they go to talk about it, they don't all they know is not how to answer like their character or give depth to the story, but just not to give it away. So it's also a skill. There's a lot of things that we don't have in our indie universe, you know. So the
Mm.
interviews may be a little stale because people don't know how to interview.
she's right.
Uh,
She's right.
Keisha, ain't nobody hit me with that point yet, Keisha.
I know. See,
Nobody hit me with that point. But this is why I wanted to have that conversation. You know what I mean? Because I found myself in a lot of these interviews, y'all asking the same questions, and they was coming stagnant. Now I had to make some crazy joke up. Like no, like these last two interviews I've done have been real fun. The jokes have been authentic, but in others I've had to figure some way to go because I was not given enough from either the movie or the characters to really talk about. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to change the subject and not talk about it all, especially when I'm saying I'm live with the cast of this, I'm live with the cast of that, and we not talking about the cast. You know what I mean? We were here talking about, why did McDonald raise the McDoubles up to 255 instead of 225? You know what I mean? Like that's a legitimate question, but it's not the question for this episode. So Raquel, I received that. I will take that in. Um, I won't go as hard. I'll take my 75 down to a 65.
Now,
Um,
what we also could do, Raquel, just to piggyback on what she's saying for us, a lot of us don't have, interview training, right? Because, like you said, a lot of indie films we don't. We most of us, and I'm putting it out there, have just acting training. However, what you can do if you do want to kind of help people to get more open and involved with speaking on their character, um, is is what we do all the time, character development, right? So when we are studying our script, when we're studying the script in whole, and then we're breaking down our characters, that right there, we can kind of use that character development in a way to answer those questions when we are being interviewed. Because we're talking about it. I'm not talking about Day. I'm Zuri right now, right? But how did I
mhm,
get to Zuri? I had to break the character down. I had to go into character development. I had to step into her.
mhm.
So when you ask me a question, we should be able to black out who we are for our character, and then we should be able to answer it that way. So that's something that we, no, we don't have interview training, but we've all been taught how to develop our character.
Come
And
on,
then if
somebody.
people step more into that, then absolutely, this part of the segments wouldn't be as hard. Like, yeah, Zuri is, she's a wife, but she bad though. You'll see. But
Yeah,
now I can
that-
speak on
that's
no,
exactly how it hit too.
yeah,
She bad. She bad at what? She can't cook. Do-
then but that's something that we can all help each
I
other out on,
receive
or
it.
just
I
speak up
receive it.
on in that sense.
I
Yeah.
receive it. I receive it because I hit Keisha hard with it, y'all. That's why she said that. Look, 'cause I was at Keisha. I had Keisha like she could speak for everybody. I was like Keisha, but no, listen, let me tell you something. Hey, we was at a premiere and I wouldn't even let her move. I was like, no, listen, no, I know they're going in there, but you come here. Uh, uh, but nah, man, because I think where we're going independently, y'all, is a very interesting place. Our movies are hitting bigger platforms, they're getting bigger numbers, they're our faces, and I'm pretty sure everybody. I think B said it the other day. Today I saw a post he was saying somewhere he was, and somebody recognized him. And then have a new movie dropping today, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all have experienced that being out. And I just think it's really cool because I get a lot of inboxes, man. People actually watch this stuff, enjoy it. And some of y'all, when they see in person, they get excited. You know what I mean? I remember we were doing the Love and Drugs tour, and I would tell Raquel and Santasha, man, like I'm talking to people that are dying to meet y'all, like tripping. Like Santasha had a whole girl cry the first time she saw her on the screen in person, like talking to her. It's such an incredible thing, man. So I just be wanting to do things to grab people into our side to see how great we are and what we do and how good these movies are. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Wait, I can't say that yet. I can't say that.
No, you can say it.
Yes, you can say
Right,
that.
that's your truth.
Yes.
I mean, nothing wrong with telling your truth.
We, I just don't.
We
I
gotta
don't.
be
I
we
don't.
gotta start being honest with each other, man.
Yeah, as we continue to elevate,
That's how we grow.
it's some people like you gotta match the bar. We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
That's
Because let's be
cool.
honest.
She right.
Let's be honest. Right now, we don't have a bad movie or a bad actor or actress in Dallas. Because if somebody say it out loud, you hate.
I don't care
That's
what people
that's
say
that's the
about
truth.
me.
Huh?
Yeah.
well, y'all.
Because
I'm the villain, so I don't mind. I'll be the one to say it.
here's my honest moment. I don't think I did that damn a good of a job in Forbidden Daughter. But only one person came to me and ever said it to me. Now, here's the thing. I got people that just be fans of everything. But
Yeah.
I'm saying my peers, nobody but one person was like, "Yeah, Doc, I didn't get locked into you like you normally be," and it made me reset some things, right? But I just don't think we're in a place. And then there was a young lady that was talking, and I was honest about it. I was like, "Yeah, you'll probably never be attractive enough to play a lead part." It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And she kind of had this look like she did me with the people's eyebrow, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, you're not." I don't know what else to tell you. Nobody's gonna say it to you. They'll either ignore your request or they'll give you a character with a few lines just to be nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying to me, hey, I want to play a lead one day. I want to be a bigger role. That probably won't happen unless you just become this incredible actor. We can't deny it and say, yo, you gotta give it.
Yeah.
You gotta give it. You just have to blow it out the water. You know what I'm saying?
Or
That's why I'm back in the gym.
a role too. It could
Huh?
it could be a role that goes for that requires that.
Yeah. You're right. An ugly role. Like Keisha could write something for an ugly person that gets teased and they could play it and we'd be like, no, we can't. AD. No.
I think everybody's beautiful.
Thank
Huh?
you. We
No, they
all
not.
are.
So
Everybody's not beautiful.
Hey,
There
Me.
are
hey,
some guys.
hey.
Everybody
Beauty,
is beautiful,
beauty is
unique
in the
in their own
eye.
way.
I'll
Salute
Beauty
say
your
this.
is in the
Friend,
eye of the beholder.
and
Now
some of
That,
you
you
that,
just
beautiful
not
that,
beholders
might be
ugly people.
holding that motherfucker, but it's in the beauty in the eye.
There you
Somebody.
go. There you
that's
go. Absolutely.
What you said,
because
AD?
I think you saying that. I think you're saying that based on the people that you're aware of that cast for beauty or their interpretation of beauty instead of talent or beauty over talent.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the only thing because like you said, what you ended on before you brought it back up, talent and hard work overrides everything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or it should.
Because
Because again, you did bring up you brought up some of these films could be better, and sometimes that's the reason why.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because talent
You're
needs to be
right.
I know it's a couple roles that if my booty was bigger,
No,
man,
no. Let's stick where she's at. I'm coming
Man.
back to this. Let's stick where she at. I hear you, AD, but you're not finna tell me. You're not finna tell me. And let's just be honest. You're not gonna
okay.
tell me that you're gonna give some ugly ass girl a role over Raquel because she's more talented if it's a love interest. Unless we doing an ugly ass movie to where she becomes the ugly girl that get the good guy. You're not gonna tell me you're gonna go in this room and her and Raquel walk in the room and they audition and you're gonna be like, well,
Facts,
But
I
though.
think we should
again,
give it to the ugly girl.
again, first of all, I'm not going to use that term. Secondly, it really
Beautiful
depends
talent.
Yeah.
on the role, bro. It depends on
because
you know
sometimes
what I'm saying.
it's hard with beauty too because you need the women and the men to buy into the character whose whole concept is the lust, the beauty. So it
That's
can
my
be a
point.
challenge.
Because
Women, you don't want somebody who women are going to tear apart, let alone the men. but it does have to be the woman has to be twice as beautiful because the women also have to buy into her. So I definitely get it, but sometimes hair and makeup do wonders.
Hair make, yeah.
No, we're gonna be honest right here. Y'all gonna stop playing on this microphone today. We finna be goddamn
It's some
honest.
roles where I'm telling you,
But
if my body was more BB Ellish, there are some
right,
roles I feel like I would get. So
because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Two things that I'm finna say to this. Two things I'm finna say to this. I'm saying this. I'm saying this. What I'm saying is, even as talented as somebody is, right? I'm saying the prettier person is going to get the love interest role at the end of the day because we all understand that beauty is a general thing to a lot of us. If we put 5 women in a room and 4 or to be 3 are really beautiful and 2 are ugly, pretty much if we line 16 people and say point out the beautiful women, they don't. You might have 1 or 2 that go everybody's beautiful, but most of them gonna point to the beautiful women. And secondly, to her point, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm back in the gym because Draper Winston got a better body than me. So if it comes down to a role where they just throw off the bodies, I'm not getting the goddamn role. That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting the role. They're gonna give it to Draper. Damn the acting part. They don't give it to Draper. You know what I'm saying? They be like, I got to give it to him because he's got to take his shirt off, and I know what it's gonna look like. Because Draper was getting it the other day. Let me say, I started that boy on my fans account. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna run to my fans account because the boy could have got paid the other day. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, y'all. We got to start being honest about this stuff. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I digress. I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah. So I think there's 2 different things, though. I think we're still acknowledging the facts, and is that a good or bad thing? Is that how it should be? Because I agree with you. I agree. I agree that people, prioritize looks, certain looks. We all of our actors, or most of us, me and Ryan for sure, me, you, and Ryan, we deal with it because of our hue, because of some of these casting calls nationwide. When they say black, they really mean ambiguous or light skin. You know what I'm saying? Like we still deal with that, but should we deal with that is the question. Should it be that way? Should we prioritize the talent and the hard work over looks?
Because I think at the end of the day, sex still is the bottom line that sells. It's bought more by women and it's ushered in by the beauty of women. And then you put a sexy man in there beside of it, and it's a whole package thing now. We can keep saying it's not, but just look at all the love story movies. Viola Davis got the love stories that really act that don't consist of beauty, like when she played the white dude's wife when her and old girl that was in and you know what I'm saying? It didn't determine to be on a beauty thing because it was just about their performance on there because it was an action-packed movie. But if you go in there and put up with Will Smith and collateral beauty or some stuff, then they probably not gonna roll with her. They gonna go somewhere else. They gonna go somewhere else.
Y'all see it. Stack said they cast a lot in Dallas here over looks versus talent. And I don't know if I just think that Dallas has a lot of talent, but I don't see a lot. Like y'all see that a lot. I see it in other indie projects and other communities outside of Dallas. But I could be biased and think that everybody here just,
Well, I'll add to that. Our pretty women can actually act here.
That's how I feel.
That's what I was
So the ugly women going to have to bring it a little bit harder to get over the roles.
Even it's an ugly women style.
Right.
Beautifully
I
talented.
to go other places and act, but I'm like,
if everybody's special, nobody's special then. If everybody's special.
Listen, you're right.
That's all I'm saying. If everybody's special, nobody's special. So I get this is a hard thing, y'all, but it's the reality of it.
Yeah.
You know, my Love and Drugs, when my uncle told me, he said, damn, boy, what's wrong with your body? Like, that shit messed me up. I went jogging the next day. My uncle told me, he's like, I just watched that movie, Love and Drugs. But what's wrong with your body? You ain't never looked like that before. But it's a reality. As much as it hurt my feelings, I need to get that shit together.
No, right? Absolutely.
It's a reality. And I think we're scared to say that, y'all, because we feel like we alienate people. And I think it's a difference between trying to harm people because you want to put them down and giving people a dose of reality. And I think we coddle people's feelings. Like if somebody told me, hey, we gave who else body looks good? we gave Kenny Gardner this role over this because we needed a better body in it. I can't get mad. You know what I got to do? Go to the gym and get a better body.
Yeah.
I work
Yeah.
on my craft as acting, but they needed somebody that the women was gonna look in this role and they need to get it. I can't knock that,
Yeah.
but we make that a bad thing here. And again, if I'm investing money, my stuff needs to sell. If I got to cast Kenny Gardner and Ronald Clemens stand here 12 times in my next 16 movies, I'm doing it if it sells. Bottom line. That's all I'm saying. I'll be the bad guy this whole thing. Y'all keep casting. Y'all keep saying everybody pretty.
But everybody don't fit the role.
No.
That's it. Everybody just don't fit the role.
Okay,
The
I'll say
vision
it like
of the
that.
writer, the vision of the director just don't fit.
You're right.
Yeah, that's it.
You're right. I'll say it like that. AD, would it sound better if I say it like that? Everybody
It
don't
would.
fit the role.
It would, sir.
It
It
would.
would.
Okay.
It
So
would.
But
we
that's
have understood that
factual.
everybody doesn't fit the role.
But that's factual.
And I'm telling y'all, I don't always fit the role. It happens.
Well, I'm back in the gym because I need to fit the roles.
I need to fit the roles too.
Hey, and I don't need them to
Cory.
see my roles. I need to fit the roles and not see my roles. That's all I'm saying.
Squats, cause
I ain't afraid to admit this, baby. I know where I'm shortcoming at. That's why I've been back, dropping it down. Doing my push
Okay,
up
you
down.
you can have the same body build as somebody. You keep saying you need to get back in the gym because Kenny Gardner is, finer than you or whatever you say. But
Yeah.
he's also, I think, taller than you, right? So what
Yeah, see?
what if they want someone that's tall and not your height? Y'all got the same body build.
I'm
You
gonna put
just
some
don't
boots
fit
on.
the role. That
Put
person
Yeah.
is need to be 6'5". You only 6'1".
I lose. I lose.
Exactly. So
I lose.
some situations, like she's saying, you just don't fit the role. It's not that you're less attractive than the next person. We both.
Well,
Me and Raquel. I think both of us have beautiful bodies, but they need someone that's just a little bit more lighter. They're gonna go with Raquel, or vice versa. They need someone with just a little bit more caramel. They're gonna go with me. So I'm gonna say, oh, I'm not, as attractive. No, I just didn't fit the role.
Yeah, they don't want no fat ass dude in there when they try to
You
stay on
still,
the outfit.
I'm
That's
trying
all
to
I'm
help the
saying.
people not being.
I get it. I get it. I get it. But when they cast you and Raquel, they don't want no fat ass dude laying on y'all. They finna call AD in there. They saw AD in the gym. They gonna call AD.
Oh my God.
Bottom line, I accept the reality of that.
I do believe, well, never mind. Carry on.
I know. See, it almost came out. It almost came out. Look here, y'all done got me all past time. Let me pass my bedtime. Listen, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. First of all, let's go around today. Give y'all final thoughts in this. Also, tell people where y'all can follow, where they can follow y'all at. Keisha will let you sum it up about everything to give information about I'm Desperate and where people can look forward to coming to see this set and everything like that. And I'm gonna turn the music on. It ain't to drown y'all out, but it's just to give that good vibe on there. All right. What'd you say? Wrap this shit up. All right. We'll start with Ron. Going up top.
You can find me on Facebook at I think I changed I didn't change my name. It's on Ronald Clemens on there, and then on IG the dark achiever on IG. And again, I want to thank Keisha and the cast. Cory, man, I appreciate you. I'll talk to you, man. I got a chance to sit down with you. I was helping Bo Banks and really get to know you, a solid brother, man. I appreciate you.
Respect. And I think we got a project coming up through that.
Yeah. Looking forward to working with you, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
Is it me?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I didn't put y'all screens up, did I? Y'all screens up.
Oh, okay. Hey guys. Signing out, Zuri. You can find me on Facebook, LaDavia Reed. Instagram, LaDavia _Shanice. I am excited to be back, back out there in the gym. Been out on maternity leave for a while, but I'm very excited to get back out there. As I always say, you got to stay a student. So even when I was down, I was still being a student, still perfecting the craft. This one, Lakeisha, thank you. I want to thank you for, hitting me up. I think you guys are going to be in for a treat for this one. This is going to be a great one. It's going to touch on a lot of touchy subjects, which I think is going to be a beautiful thing. Thanks for having us tonight, Cory. Thank you, and I'm out.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Raquel. I'm also gonna shout out my boy Brandon Medlock because he did have to roll out. You can find him at Brandon Medlock. Put his name in Tubi. He just had Mojo Savage drop out, where I am blessed to be one of his co-stars. You can find me at Raquel Bell on everything. Brandon plays Eli in this film, and then I will be Adisa, and we're excited to bring this to y'all. And just stay tuned. Stream Mojo Savage and make sure you listen to that soundtrack. Peace.
Yes, sir. You can follow me, AD Scott, on Facebook. It's A.D.Scott. On IG, you can follow me at AD Smooth with the VE. I got a lot of exciting projects coming up. I'm currently filming Creep right now. Check out Kingsman coming soon. I'm also in Mojo Savage. Check out Detective James and that thing. A lot of excitement coming up. But right now, playing the role of Jabari, I'm really excited about this project. I'm excited to be working with these wonderful artists. And it's always great when you have rapport, relationship already going in. So I just know we're gonna be able to bring what Lakeisha's looking for. And thanks again to Lakeisha for reaching out. And I don't know, man, just cast me with the perfect character. I really think I'm already excited about Jabari. But once I dig in and and start building this character and bringing him to life, I'm really excited about where we gonna take it. So stay tuned. I'm desperate.
Hi, my name is Lakeisha. You can find me on Facebook, Lakeisha Avery Stewart. Yes. Instagram, I think it's LA Entertainment. I don't really be on there that much, but yeah. Desperate. We're still casting. I haven't posted anything yet. This was just something that we did for Cory, and it's crazy because I asked for help. I got a couple of DMs, but the ones that I got, they just didn't fit the role that I needed at the time for this project. Well, not project, but this interview. And the ones that I did choose, when I say they embodied the characters that so well that I offered them the role. But there are still more roles that need to be filled. So I'm looking forward to see the headshots and stuff come through when I do the post. This will be in 2024, so we have time to prepare. But thanks again, Cory, for this opportunity. Thank the cast that agreed to do this for Cory, and can't wait to see what the audience think about this.
Cool thing, man. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. Live with the cast of Desperate. We thank Lakeisha Avery Stewart in this process, as well as Ron, AD Scott, LaDavia, Raquel, and Brandon Medlock, man, for coming on and having a great conversation. Y'all, I had a wonderful time tonight. I love it. It went how I hope it went. Just for us digging into this thing, y'all. Hey, y'all, stay tuned. There's a lot of great things we got coming from the Dallas area. We got a lot of new things that are coming up. Again, Mojo Savage just dropped. I think we got a lot of new movies that are getting ready to come out. Just follow these beautiful people and you'll see all that's coming up. We got new live shows that are happening and everything, man. The thing is happening, y'all. Dallas is in the building. We're making a noise. We're getting better. We're coming together, and we're going to make this thing even wetter. Calling you dead. No, I was playing. We'll see y'all around, man. You know I gotta do it before I get out of here. Raquel, you supposed to be freestyling tonight.
Brandon said he was taking it away. He left.
Oh, what's up, man? Next week, man, y'all, I'll have the cast on a reflection. They'll be on next week with me, man. So make sure you tune in as we talk about that. That film is out right now. And the rest of the world, we just gonna keep it going one time like that. And vibe with the man this thing. Yo. Oh,
what song playing? I don't hear the music.
You don't hear the music? Y'all can't hear the music?
Yeah.
I hear
Hey, after this, buy another phone just like that and throw both of them away, okay? You've been having problems all night with this. You know what I mean? With the brother, we buy without this. You know what I mean? So if y'all gotta go, y'all go to bed. Y'all go to bed with us on these things like this. Yeah, and we'll see you around. Go, Mojo. It's your birthday. You just dropped today because it's your birthday. God. And we out. Yeah.